So let's recap. You've made your selections. You have also met the production team and have now had your plan review meeting. Okay, what next? Well, unfortunately, the next part is what I call limbo. This is where, unfortunately, your job right now is to just sit and wait. This is the hard part. This is the part that actually Keith and Bill and Kai and the entire team is actually working on getting your permits. Meaning the blueprint's been done, the engineering has already been submitted, and now we are just waiting on the township to do what the township does. As you can imagine, every single township's different. They also work off of different schedules. Some of them have a full-time staff. Others might have a staff that works approximately 2 to 3 hours per day. At the same point in time, some of these townships might have, somewhere in the category of 20 or 30 permits a week to have to approve and go through the process. Other townships might only get that amount of permits in, say, a 1 to 2 month time period. So it really just depends on how much staff they have and what their current caseload is. I know, that's not the news you wanted to hear. Does that mean, Steve, I'll be able to start my house in the next 30 days? Or does that mean my house is now going to be taking 60 days till I actually see the bulldozer on site? All good questions, and ones that unfortunately we don't have an answer to at this point. However, as we go through the process, we will keep you updated and let you know what you can plan on. So here's another part that goes along with permits, and that is maybe during the permitting process, the township informs us that we might need more than just a permit from them. What I mean by that is, has it been discovered that your driveway is now coming off of a street that might require a PennDOT driveway permit? Again, maybe that was something we knew or did not know and have just found out. Other folks that might have to get involved, and heaven forbid, in York County, is your property going to now be subject to also having approvals from the York County Conservation District? If so, that could very well add anywhere from 4 to 8 additional weeks to the permitting process. In fact, once we even had a gentleman who while there were no streams anywhere remotely within sight of his property, apparently his property drained towards, so the runoff just went in the direction of a protected trout stream. As such, that also required special provisions to be made and accommodated through the permitting process. Trust me, nobody wants your house started more than you guys except us. The sooner we can get your house started, the sooner we can do what we're good at, which is building your brand new home and getting you moved in. But I know, Steve, is there anything else I can do to help get my permits approved for you guys? Hey, it's a great question, one we hear over and over again. And I'm glad you asked. In fact, I'm glad you asked us. I've also had customers who have decided to reach out directly to the township. Now, if you have a friend at the township, that may not be a bad thing. If you do not have a friend at the township, I can assure you it is not going to help things any further along. You think that it would. I mean, after all, you're going to be a new taxpayer in their jurisdiction, right? Nope. Unfortunately, the more people that call and harass them, the more they get pissed off. Is it fair? Absolutely not. But I can also know where they're coming from. So we do try to respect that, and we do our best to keep you updated through this process as best as we can too. Again, nobody likes this waiting in limbo to kind of figure out what's going on. I assure you, once this process is done and the permits are in hand, you will see progress happen at your property. It will, in the grand scheme of things, become a very enjoyable process. So while it might be a little disconcerting now to feel like you don't have any idea of what's going on, trust me, we're right there with you. Just remember, in the end, this small little blip of having to wait for this or wait for that, and then watching your brand new home come to fruition is ultimately going to be one of the most enjoyable and rewarding experiences you've probably had in your life. As such, we are very thankful you have chosen us to be part of it. We look forward to taking very good care of you. And again, as soon as those permits are back, I think we will all be celebrating the start of your brand new home.